What's up, YouTube? It's Jack. Welcome back, Jack Pack. Now, let me know what y'all think about that. I finally came up with a name for my subscribers. I was just fucking around freestyling, right? I was like, this ain't no Scat Pack, this the Jack Pack. Then I thought about it. That'd be a clean ass name for my subscribers. Comment below what y'all think about that. In today's video, I'm gonna be doing a review on the Z Automotive Tazer. And if you don't know what that is, that's basically this thing that unlocks locked features in your Mopars. So if you have a Charger, Challenger, Jeep, Durango, Chrysler, or anything Mopar, the Tazer should work for you. All right, so I'm driving a 2018 Dodge Charger RT, and this is just the base RT. Comes with no extra nothing. So when I bought the car, I didn't have all the things you see here. I didn't have SRT mode, I didn't have performance pages, I didn't have the performance menu in my cluster screen here, or none of that. But I bought this little device called the Tazer by Z Automotive. I installed that. I guess I'll go to the back and show you guys where I have that set up real quick. There it is. Don't know why I still have this back here, but Lord, it's hot as fuck. Don't mind the quarter mile, 15 seconds. I think that's the max. The time I didn't actually do a quarter mile, just the timer just ran. But so yeah, so I installed the Tazer by Z Automotive. If you have a 2018 model year or newer, you do need to buy the bypass cable, which is an extra 50 bucks. So the Tazer is 250 and the bypass is another 50, bringing the total to 300. I believe it was like 330 or so after taxes and shipping and whatnot. So about 300 bucks for the Tazer, and you unlock a shit ton of features in your Mopar. So right away, the feature that I wanted the most was the SRT mode, which basically this car, as you can see, it only has a button for sport, and the car only had just regular drive mode and sport mode. It didn't have any of this. So with the Tazer, I was able to pretty much unlock SRT mode, and that allows me to change my drive mode from auto, custom, so I can set up custom however I want and whatnot. That's how I have mine set up. Sport mode, which is what I already had, and then track mode. So that's nice. Then I also have race options here, and that gave me launch control, which is another feature. So if you're at a light, a red light, or like a stop sign, like a stop and go type thing, you can use this to set your RPMs here, and pretty much you can control what RPM you want the car to launch at. You have the shift light here as well. I don't believe my shift light works because I don't have the correct setup for that, but that option's available to all of us. You won't see it here, but you have like you unlock line lock as well, and to do that, I believe you I forget, it's some type of controls on the steering wheel. I don't use it that much because I don't even got tires to begin with. So you get line lock, you get SRT mode, and performance pages. Now this is the tricky thing. It took me, I got the Tazer on my birthday, which was March 15th. Actually, I got it a little before my birthday. It is currently nearing the end of April. It's been about a month and a half, and I just got my performance pages to start working. But before I get to performance pages, I forgot to show you, I even got valet mode too. And what this does is you create a pin code, and what this does, it reduces the power your car can put to the engine. So I'm not sure exactly what it limits it to, but if you're gonna let someone borrow your car, or just for like valet parking, and you don't want them to go crazy and beat your car, put it in valet mode and they won't be able to. So that option's there. That's pretty much everything in the SRT mode. Also, if you had this trim charger or anything under, your traction control button, you could never turn off traction control fully unless you were doing it while you were starting the car. But with the Tazer, you can just hold the button down like you can in the Scat Packs and the Hellcats, and it will disable electronic stability control. You can't see it because I have it there, but you can see here traction is now off. If I press it again, it goes back to straight. You just have to hold this button here for 5 seconds and it works like it does in the other cars now because of the Tazer. Other than that, I also got the performance pages in my cluster screen here. So what that gave me was my 0 to 60 timers, 0 to 100, 1/8 mile, 1/4 mile, braking distance, G-forces, peak G-forces, a lap timer, lap history, and my top speed. Don't mind that, I did that in Mexico. And also, it basically, the part that I struggled with was unlocking the performance pages in the Uconnect screen itself. It works for some, it doesn't work for others, but I thought I was one of the people it wasn't gonna work for, because for almost 2 months now it hasn't been working. But I just did a video. I was actually trying to record a video for something else, to get something else set up, and I stumbled upon getting the performance pages to work in that video. So I'll put that video on the screen now. If you want to see if you can get your performance pages working, click on that and then come back to this one. But to show you, my performance pages does work. At first I didn't even have the app for it. I only had the SRT mode app. I didn't have the performance page app. Then when I did my tutorial, I got it here, and it also works from just clicking on it here as well. It's pretty slow, even in the cars that have it from factory, it's slow. I work at a dealership. I've driven Hellcats, Scat Packs, Trackhawks, everything you can think of, and they all have the performance pages. And honestly, the ones that have it built in, usually it takes longer to load than my car. But as you can see, I got the performance pages. You can customize this to show what you want on your home page. It has the same timers you saw up here. It has your gauges, so you can see your oil temp, coolant temp, battery voltage, oil pressure, all that. The same G-forces. Your engine, so you can see like your PSI, your torque and horsepower gauges as well. So when you start modding, you can see how much power you're making. And you also get a dyno here. I haven't used the dyno yet, but I'm sure it works because everything else works. And other than that, there's some other cool features the Tazer also gives you as well. I showed you like the most important ones, the ones I cared for the most. But you can get light show. Not sure what that is. Performance, basically sport 5-speed, sport 8-speed, SRT, yes, that's SRT mode. Performance set, yes. Super track pack, yes, that also is like the same thing that unlocks all these gauges and whatnot. Paddles, yes, I have paddles. Steering, this is for like Scat Packs and up. You can change like your steering, I guess. Drive mode, what you want it to start in, SRT mode. Transmission, I believe that's what I have my transition. I'm honestly not sure, but shift light, yes. Eco mode, that's how I unlocked eco mode, yes. And you can change your tire size. I'm on 315s. I had to use this to recalibrate my tires because I was on 22-inch wheels with thinner tires, but now I'm on 20-inch wheels on wider tires, so I had to recalibrate that. Radio and the same old lighting. Then comfort, like you can change your splash screen. I don't know if you can see, but mine's is the Hellcat, so whenever I start my car, I have the Hellcat splash. You can roll down your windows and stuff with the key fob. I don't use that though. You can turn off your seatbelt ding. That does get annoying, so I turned it off. Easy exit. I believe this is the like memory controlled seating. I don't even think I have that in my car, so I have that on no. And yeah, those are the important features. Everything you'd really care about as far as what the Z Automotive Tazer can unlock. And yeah, so basically, as far to my understanding, I work at a dealership. I know the 2019 years and up all have the performance pages in the SRT mode. Well, it's not called SRT mode. I think it's just Super Track Pack. But if you have a 2018 or older and you don't have the extra packages, then you won't have any of this. So you could either spend like 35 grand on a newer car, or you can spend like, well, honestly, I don't even know. The car market's so bad, I can't even say. But you could save yourself a lot of money by just buying a $300 Tazer and buying the same car just a few years older, which no difference performance wise in these cars other than the trim levels, of course. But a 2015 RT has the same specs a 2020 RT has. So the only difference is the body style, but you can always put the body style on the older cars. That's actually what I'm doing. I'm gonna put a wide body kit on this one, the newer hood, and I'm gonna do forced air in the future, so that'll be fun. But yeah, so basically my review, I think it's 100% worth it. If you have an older car, if you have a 2018 or older, I would definitely get the Tazer. If you have a 2019 or up, you may or may not have, I don't believe the RTs get line lock from factory, so you could unlock line lock in the RTs for $300 or whatever, but I don't know if that's really going to be worth it, in my opinion. But oh, that's my mom's V6. Let me know if you guys want a video of me racing the two cars, because this is the trim level right under, so you can get an idea of the difference between the SXT and the RT. But oh, I thought she was calling me, but no. So basically, my final thoughts on the topic are, if you have a 2018 or older Charger or Challenger, get the Tazer, because you will basically have the up-to-date Uconnect features and whatnot, and it's not only that, it's just like, let me think of the last new person I brought in my car, like this girl I was talking to. She was like, whoa, what year is your car again? When she saw me pulling up my SRT mode and going through the drive modes and then looking at my performance pages, because a lot of cars don't even have that. If you have an older Charger, anything 2018 or older without the Super Track Pack, then buy the Tazer, because you will get the Super Track Pack, SRT mode, Eco mode. Not only that, if you don't have the drive modes, it might even just be worth it long term just to get Eco mode, because especially now gas prices have went up so, like in my area, gas prices for premium is like $6 a gallon right now, and this is a V8. I'm getting 11 miles per gallon, so who knows where I would be without Eco mode. Eco mode, it basically keeps your RPMs low and auto when you're driving automatically, so you waste less gas, so you get the absolute most like out of your fuel economy in these cars. So that alone might be reason enough to get the Tazer. But if you, especially if you have a 2018 or older that doesn't have a Super Track Pack or the performance pages and drive modes, get the Tazer, because it is a lifesaver and you can do so much more with your car. Before I knew I could unlock this, I was honestly just planning on trading in the car to have a car that had, because I wanted my performance pages and my drive modes and stuff, and I didn't have that in this car, but now I do, so I'm happy. But if this video helped you out, leave a like, comment on the video if you have any feedback. If you if I didn't cover anything you wish I covered, or if you have a question I didn't answer, comment that. But I gotta head out of here pretty soon, gotta get ready for work, so Be subscribed so you don't miss anything in the future. Have a good day. Peace out, y'all.